something called positive action. Right. Now, here's what positive action means to me. It's very easy for somebody to say be positive and think positive. Those are the people I'd sock. Because it's easy for you to say it, but it's not easy for me to do. So unless you're going to tell me how to do it, don't tell me be positive or think positive. Right? So it's just that way, firstly. Secondly, as an individual, you cannot be positive unless you have certain positive actions and you know what those actions are. And those become habits. Okay? So you have to start understanding, one, how your brain works, one, how you are as an individual, one, how you react to certain situations. And then see what are your counter actions. That's the bit that we're going to talk about. Now for me, when it comes to achieving your goals, these are your positive actions. So every time you face an obstacle or you're battling fear, if you tap into one of these three, you will be able to find your way out. I'm going to be a business person, I have all these ideas, I'm going to do that. You woke up and said, okay, I have this film idea, I'm going to make this thing, right? We all have certain ideas in our head about the kind of life we want to live. Latch onto that vision, write that vision out somewhere. Because as you let that vision evolve, clarity will come through. Right? So a lot of us turn around and say that I would like to do, I just want to live a happy life. Okay, so live a happy life. Who's stopping you? Then you say, no, but I don't have enough money. Oh, but I hate my job. Oh, but I don't have the courage to do this. Then you're bringing in the obstacles. Be very clear about what you want and very clear about what you're willing to put in to get it. Those are two very important things, right? So, what is your vision for yourself? If there's one thing that you do for yourself after the session, is to write out a story for yourself. What is that vision? That vision could be just about 2017. Ask yourself, what do you want 2017 to be for you? If you ask me, I'm very clear. I want it to be about abundance, profit, success, fame. Those are my words for this year. I even know what last year was about. Last year was about strength for me. So I've looked back and I've said, okay, what was the one space last year that was really out there for me? What did it take for me to go through last year? And what did I discover about myself? And halogens flashing. Strength. Because that was my year. Now, given that was my year, do I want this year to be the same? Or do I know what I'd like this year to be about? So now I've chosen my words. My words are profit, fame, abundance, love, happiness. These are my words. And this is what I'm chasing. Now I have a vision. Now I know what I want very clearly. Next, what I do, I break this down. I break this down and I say, okay, the whole year is too long. So I have Jan to December. And in between, lots of things can happen. So I break it down. And I break it down and I say 90 days. What am I going to do in Jan, Feb and March where I will be true to these words? So I'm not doing 5,000 things. I have a big broad skeleton that I'm going to stay true to. So now Jan, Feb and March is where I'm going to stay true to these words by doing X things. Right? Now again, those may become actions. No, I've gone and set out goals. So one of the things that came down from that vision was travel. I am going to travel in this quarter. Booked myself, done. The other goal that I had was to become a speaker. This year I'm going to speak. It's January and here I'm standing. Here I am. Because I made up my mind about it and I'm very clear that this is what I want. Right? I want 15 clients one-on-one because that's how much time I can give and that's my space. I'm at the moment with 15 clients. It's Jan. That's how my year began. I was at 8, the year began and I've reached it. Now, here's one very important thing that I do and that I always tell my clients to do. I don't want is what will come first. It's very easy to figure out the opposite of it. It's English. If you don't want something, Flip it. What do you want? I don't want to feel pain. Okay, what is the opposite for you? So for somebody, it's I want health. I want to feel healthy. For somebody, it may be I want to be, I don't want to fail. I want success. For someone, it will be, I don't want to be confused. I want to be clear. Whatever is the opposite for you, find it and latch on to that. So yesterday I had a client who, going through a lot of confusion, and I said, okay, what do you want in life? You're rambling about all these fears and things that are not working out for you. What do you want? And she says, I don't know what I want, but I know what I don't want. I said, okay, let's start there. Why don't you tell me what do you not want? So she said, I don't want to spend another year where I don't travel at all, or I don't take that dance class because I don't have money, or I don't do X, Y, Z. And I suddenly stopped her and I said, okay, hold on. I don't want to feel these things. Means you want to feel what? So she said, I want to feel financially independent. So what happened? I looked at her and I said, now you know what you want? And she said, yeah, now I know what I want. It's as simple as that, but that's taking the positive action. When you turn around and say, I don't know what I want, you're not taking positive action in your life. You're not doing something for yourself in your life. You're sitting there in a victim story, which your brain is then using to pull you down. Always remember something, when you are drowning, it is easier to pull you down than to pull you up. So if you get trapped in that I don't want space and you don't allow yourself to have clarity about what you want, you'll find yourself spiraling down instead of using your conscious self to pull yourself. Here's what happens. I have clarity that in my life, let me wait. So I want a great career. I want to make lots of money. I want to have a brilliant relationship. I want to have a great family. I want to live a life where I'm experiencing all of it, whatever that may mean to me, whether it's buying fancy things, whether it's traveling, whether it's doing studying, whatever it may be for me. Right? And these are all things that I want. Clarity of wants is there. Very nice. What's the priority? What do I want now? Now, if I have to choose from these 5 things, today I will choose the career bit. Because if I get the career bit, right, I can get the money bit sorted. And once I'm breathing on that space, as a person, I will allow myself. Now, this may not be everyone's. Everyone will have a different thing. Somebody may say love should be what it should be. Somebody will say family. That's fine. But I've prioritized it for me right now and said, what do I want right now? Once you have prioritized it, now you focus only on that. Again, how long are you choosing to focus on that? Is this your priority for these 3 months, and then I'll go back to it and review and see what I want to do? You get? So then that's focus. Then I know that I'm wearing blinders and I'm only looking at this. You need to know one thing very clearly. Your foundation is built on that. Why am I doing something? Why is somebody coming to me for this service or product that I put out? What is it that I'm giving up? And how am I doing what I'm doing? Now, in between these 3 things, if your why is not clear, you will end up making mistakes and going in random directions, which will take you off your path. If you ask me, why do I do this? Because I believe everybody has a certain potential in them. And why should somebody come to me? Because when they come to me, they will be empowered with that potential. That does not fluctuate. Now, because this is so clear for me, whether I do a group session, whether I do an individual session, whether I do one technique or the second technique or the third technique, it's all in the same line. My choice of techniques are only based on this. I will come to a place like this instead of going to a corporate space, because for me, with what I want to do, with my why, this feels like a better space. That's why I choose this. So clarity of that why is very important. Why do you want to act, and why should somebody hire you? That belief is what is very important. And if you can put, and this belief is not some pages that you write. That's where you begin. And lots of drama, lots of story will come out. You will write in different versions, and you say, I want to give this person this, and this is what they should get from me, and you have to sift through all of that. and come to two power statements like what I said. Two statements that define why you are doing what you're doing and why somebody should buy what you are selling. Take those two statements and paste it somewhere where you can see it. And every time you have a decision to make, choose from there. You will stay true to it. Courage is a very nice word. Be brave, be strong. Very nice. Not easy to do. Because my mind is firing things at me saying, you're gonna fall, you're gonna drown, you're gonna hurt yourself, you're gonna fail. It's doing all of those things. So courage is not easy. We all have it. But it's not easy to keep pulling up. So let me give you a little truth about fear. Yeah? And maybe then we can make peace with that demon. My brain is tuned to scan for danger every 4 seconds. That is a biological, anatomical fact. So every 4 seconds, my brain is sending one radar out saying, are you safe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all checkpoints, you are safe. Which means, if you put anything in front of me, before I can see what is the benefit to me, I will be seeing what is the danger to me. Because that's what my brain is supposed to do. My fear is there to keep me safe. If fear was not there, people would be bungee jumping without the bungee rope from the 6th floor and committing suicide because they're not afraid. You will go and put your hand on a flame and say that, okay, I can put this flame off. But you will burn yourself because that fear is there. You're not going to do that. So fear is a friend. Don't mistake it for an enemy. Right? But there's two aspects, there's two sides to that coin. One side is when fear is telling me something for my good, and I need to understand that, maybe be patient, maybe stand still. And the other side is when it is pushing me to break through a belief, a limiting belief. So you have to understand that, the difference between these two. My brain telling me, don't jump from the 6th floor because that's suicide, is it protecting me? But my brain telling me on a 450-meter high bridge with a bungee and harness and everything attached, don't jump, is my mind possibly telling me you're going to fail, you're being stupid, you're being whatever. Right? So that's a limiting belief that I'll break first. Or my brain telling me, study, otherwise you're going to fail. That fear is right. I need to study. But my brain telling me that, oh, you studied, but you're still going to fail. Go to the exam and panic. That's what I need to overcome. So fear has two sides. Be aware of which side it is. And that's where you need courage. You need courage to break out of a limiting belief. So we were talking about clarity and consistency, courage. We're now going to go into consistency. Right? Now think about what goals you all have and what you want to do this year. And what are the actions you need to take consistently for it. Because you have to understand one thing, we are all capable of building new habits. We are incapable of breaking an old habit. You cannot break an old habit. It is hardwired in your brain. It cannot be undone. What can be done is a new habit which is built 4 times stronger to overshadow this one. So it's like there's a road and we built another road on top of it. If you are not consistent, you will not build that hardwired space. So now consistency. Now with consistency, the mistake that we make, we think the action has to be grand. It's something really big. No. Sometimes it's the smallest of actions. So if you want to get to a point, first of all, have clarity of your goal, understand fear and have the courage to either accept when you need to and back off, or understand what that fear is asking you to break through, right? And then figure out what are the consistent actions that you're going to take. You can't change your hardwiring unless you do that action every single day. And it can be simple things. It doesn't smallest of actions create the biggest impacts. One is to motivate yourself, but true motivation comes only when there's an emotional trigger there. For anything that you want to do, even if it is work, even if it is, say, this ABC venture that you have, to make it a success, you will have to have that emotional trigger there. Now, that emotional trigger could be that I want to see myself as this successful person. You will run for it. You know that why? That's when I see that why, if you can build it, then you will. It's so hard to stray from that because it becomes so strongly ingrained. There's a really nice book actually. This is the guy who I got this from. It's called Start with Why. Simon Sinek, and he's been all over Facebook recently because of something he said about millennials and whatever, which is true, not true, different topic. But the point is that Start with Why. It one explains why you should have that, and two, it tells you how to do it. One of the most fabulous and easy to read books that I've ever read. And if you can latch on to that why for anything in your life, you will get up and do it. But like he said, you need an emotional trigger. You need the emotional trigger. For me, when I do this work, my emotional trigger is that fact that there is so much potential in a person. Why aren't they willing to see it? It annoys me to the core. Like I will sit and say, no, you can heal this. Come on. You know? Because I can see it. Why can't you see it? And that for me, that belief is so strong that I will sit with a person and say, what is it? What is stopping you? Give me 6 months, let's do this. They may not have the energy, but because they see it from me, I let them take it from me for a certain period of time and then they start doing it for themselves. But that's the space because my belief is so strong. There's no, my solution will not work for you necessarily because we are all wired differently. So you have to come up with your own solutions. So sometimes it's only about somebody giving you a perspective, somebody asking you questions that are important, and then you figure out what you want to do. Yeah. So that's my piece of positive.